What does project management at Google look like? I know one thing for sure. Different teams use different approaches and various tools. However, all managers use data-driven Google Manager behaviors. We'll talk about it in this video. In 2002, Google got rid of all managers. They thought that engineers would work better if no one controls them. It turned out not very well for Google. Very quickly, top management got overwhelmed with hundreds of tasks that project managers handled. So they put all managers back, but Google couldn't just accept this fact. So they set upon a quest to identify what constitutes a perfect manager. They did a comprehensive study and collected tons of data. As a result, they came up with 8 crucial behaviors all managers at Google follow. I do recommend that you take a deeper look into this resource. It's called Rework. Regards, work. That's smart. I'll leave you a link in the description. Okay, now I want to share 4 techniques that will make you a better manager. I have been using them for years, and now that I know that managers at Google use them as well, it's something that I must share with you. Interesting to note, while Google is a technical giant, they rated technical skills as the least important aspect for a project manager. Though I should admit that their vision of a manager is a bit different from the rest of the world. Okay, when we look at this set of behaviors, well, the first 7 behaviors is a common sense for a project manager, isn't it? But not for me, because I can tell for sure that in the real world the priorities are reversed. Setting vision and fixing communication is the mainstream right now. They work for groups of people. On the other hand, things like coaching, empowering, career development and genuine interest only works one-on-one. That's why managers don't put enough efforts into it. Nevertheless, you can change it on your project. So here are the 4 techniques that Google uses and you can apply as well. First of all, provide career development assistance. Personally, I found it many years ago on my own. If you want to win a person's disposition, help him or her to build a career. So here's how it works. Step number 1. You need to help to identify achievable goals. It's quite straightforward. You need to ask a person what he or she wants to get from the job. If you hear more money, that's totally okay. At some point, it's an essential aspect of the work. However, the motivational power of money diminishes with each subsequent achievement. In any case, I suggest you to accept any goal that a person deems valuable at that moment. But there is a catch. These goals do change rapidly, and you can rely on one goal for 6 to 12 months maximum. And you still do need to review these objectives every 3 to 4 months. Also keep in mind that at some point in the career development you'll need to direct a person to a higher purpose. It should still be valuable and tangible, and it will be perfect if this objective is aligned with the needs of a company. Step number 2 is to align the goal with opportunities. So you heard the person's desire and goals. Is it something that one can achieve in the current organization? For example, your team leader wants to become a project manager, but prerequisites for a PM role are high. Will you be able to arrange such a career move? Will your managers approve it? So you need to ensure that you'll be able to fulfill expectations. Otherwise, it's better to align the goals early on. But what if the person will be unhappy to know there is no career opportunity she wishes? This person will leave anyway sooner or later, but you still have a chance to manage these expectations. And I truly believe that you should let people go if you can't fulfill their self-esteem needs. Step number 3 is to develop a measurable action plan. You need to develop a clear development plan where the person can see the correlation between efforts and the results. So you need to identify what a person should learn or master. How will you track and evaluate the progress? What are the deadlines? And what are the retreat options? Okay, if you want to learn more about how to conduct one-on-one meetings and how to create career development plans, write me a comment below and maybe I will record these videos. But now let's move on to the second tactic. Okay, you need to balance your care and candor. You see, a great project manager knows equally well the personal and professional aspects of each team member. For example, you shouldn't expect super performance from a person with troubles at home or problems with health. A person in love will be distracted more than ever. It's common sense, you can't ignore this. So the key here is to balance three main elements. First, empathy. It's your ability to feel the emotional state of another person and understand the circumstances. However, too much empathy and you will burn out. Second, compassion. It's your ability and desire to assist someone emotionally when they need it. Compassion builds strong relationships, but if you do too much of it, then critics and hard talks will become painful. Third, curiosity about the person's well-being, and it should be a real one. You can't fake it much because people feel it. So you need to practice all these three to master the skills of praising, constructive criticism, and care. If you enjoyed this video so far and want to learn about 2 more powerful tactics, give this video a like. Thank you in advance. Alright, tactic number 3 is to build influence with small things. You see, when we think about motivation, we tend to go large. We develop a comprehensive plan that will work for years and on autopilot. Performance reviews, team building parties, development plans, and so on. But quite often it turns out that the best motivator is a desk at the window, or better coffee beans in the kitchen, or a green plant at the table. Small things sum up. They show continuous attention and care. So here's what I suggest. So during your next one-on-one meeting with a team member, you need to ask one question. What is the one thing that will make you happier? It should be something specific, measurable, and tangible. If it's at all possible, commit to delivering it to this person. And once you provide it, ask again. I am quite sure that you'll get a lot of overlapping requests from different people, and it won't be a long list. But as a side effect, you'll also learn whether people know what they want, whether they understand what makes them unhappy or distracts them. Once you fix that, you'll also remove a negative hygiene factor. By the way, the sponsor of this video is my free career change cheat sheet. I know firsthand how hard it is to become a project manager. There is no clear career path. But this cheat sheet gives you a step-by-step action plan on how to get your first PM role. If you want to become a project manager, get your copy. The link is in the description below. Alright, tactic number 4 is to join or create a project manager community. As a project manager, you help others, however, you shouldn't forget about yourself as well. In any environment, work towards creating a project management community. Create or join a group of like-minded PMs to share experience, knowledge, and findings. You also just need to talk to people who understand your problems and challenges. And never expect that someone else will organize people for you. You need to do it. Personally, I tried 3 different approaches. First, I organized a learning class, so on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, one of the project managers prepares a lecture, seminar or masterclass. Usually it's aimed to improve the realities of the current environment. However, topics are not limited. This way people share their experience, case studies, lessons learned or even concerns. This process helps to systemize knowledge and gain validation of the approaches that you use. Then I tried organizing weekly lunches with PMs. So once a week all PMs or a group goes to a restaurant for lunch together. It's a non-formal way to share the latest news and feelings about events in the company. It's an excellent way to stay in touch with the current mood of your colleagues and trends in the company. Moreover, it's just fun. And the third one, I continuously participate in project management conferences. So if you don't have an opportunity to organize managers inside your company, you can go to different PM events. That way you are not dependent on the others and can network with external experts. And you don't have to spend a fortune to get to the top events in the world. Local PMI chapters, occasional speakers and professional groups work just as well. Okay, one more question that people ask. What does Google use for project management in terms of tools? And at Google they use various project management tools like Smartsheets, Google Sheets, Trello and so on. But they work in small teams, so there is no need for a robust lifecycle project management software like MS Project. Each team can select the tool it likes. But it's not the tool that makes these teams efficient. These powerful Google Manager behaviors are the key to success. If you want to learn more about project management at Google, you can go to the Rework site. I spent last 3 days consuming what they have there. But there are 2 more tactics that I would add to this list. One is how to make a great first impression. You can learn more about it in this video. And second, how to act as a new project manager. There are 4 patterns of behavior that I recommend. Click one of these videos and I'll talk to you there. Bye bye.